Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jorge and I'm going to talk about the difference between art and graphic design. I'm gonna start this presentation with a big lie. You should study design just because you draw well. There is a common mistake that most people do when they want to talk about design and art. They almost no, they they think that it's the same thing, but it's not. What is art? Art, according to Google, is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in visual forms such as a painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated, 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 primarily beauty or emotional power. Most of the time, many designers get confused as an artist, and we are not artists. We develop a system of communication, a visual communication system. So all of our work is not interpreted. It needs to say something. So what is design? According to the Oxford dictionaries, it's do or plan something with a specific purpose, intention in mind. So what does that mean? That every design needs to have a purpose, not just because it's pretty, not just because it's going to look good. It's going to be, it is the difference between art and design. I'm gonna resume the main points. Art, the message is subjective and complicated to interpret, and more linked to the emotions. And design, the message needs to be clear and everyone needs to understand. Art, anyone can create art. Design, you could but don't. Just just if you knew the basic rules. And if you don't know the rules, don't break it, please. I entered to the career. I had this idea of design. I always thought design it was an artistic, everything that we're going to see it was like art contemporary or these amazing artists that I like when I had art history. But then was my first class with a teacher uh, that is not here right now, but it was a little bit bad. I'm going I'm going to try to rewrite that. He told us to make a draw of what we think about design. And when I was drawing, I didn't know what is design. I was like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? So I figured, so what is the most common thing about design right now? And that time it was like all this freedom everywhere. Right now it's also too, but there was this opening of the Frida Kahlo restaurant, and the Frida Kahlo gallery is going to open, and everything was Frida Kahlo. So I said, I'm going to explain Frida, but not Frida just like an artist. I'm going to explain Frida as as an icon. So the time of presenting our projects, there was this guy that he told he was methodic on his process. He was telling us that we are not going to that the concept of design that we have in mind it was the wrong one. So he told us our concepts and everything that we are wrong. So there was my turn, and when I want to explain, I was drawing a Frida, little head of Frida, and he told me, why do you draw Frida? And I told him, I think Frida was one of the greatest artists. As a designers, we get nourished by art, But I'm not going to explain Frida's artwork. I'm going to explain Frida right now as an icon, as a media, as a product, as a makeup line, as everything graphic about Frida. And he don't get the idea. So he told me I was wrong, I was mistaken by art, and that design has nothing to do with art. And right now I think I'm consider myself pretty much knowledge. I have knowledge of design. And now I'm going to say that my teacher was correct but incorrect. Why? Because as a designers, we get nourished by art. With this art, we are not going to be able to produce the design that we have right now. As an example of, I don't know, I'm going to say an example right now, and that has to develop with art and design. I'm gonna finish this presentation with a phrase that one of my teachers told us. I know that design is magic. That one, I got one teacher that told